Welcome back. Starting up round one here. Just waiting for our opponent to decide whether or not to play first. People usually play first though, so that's not a tough question. Okay, this is definitely a keep. If we draw a land, we are in business, so we're on the draw. We're playing 17 lands. We have a pretty decent shot at getting a land by turn 3, something like 80%. Something like that. Off the top of my head, not quite sure, but close. Okay. There we go. Now this is pretty great. I think Colony is always turn 2, because you want it to get big. Playing against blue is a little bit rough, because they might have a malfunction, but it's a risky take. This thing wants to go down on turn 2 to get big, so. Who am I to stop this colony from growing? I mean, Dun's pretty real too. Oh, second Duns. Can't complain. Alright. Colony can't block. That is absolutely positively okay, because it wants to attack. It can also crew. That's a thing to remember. Can't block, can crew. Okay, so Freighter's definitely on turn 3. For sure, because we want to be attacking with that as soon as possible. And a Freighter and a Colony, those are both threats, so if they do have a malfunction, they are forced to choose what to put it on. Personally, I'd put it on the Freighter, because the Colony takes a while to become a threat. Freighters are right away. They could also have a select. Who knows? Alright, opponent, what you got? You have a familiar. Cute. Okay, no problem. Okay, so I want to get down this freighter as soon as possible. I know we could attack into this familiar, but they're going to block the Colony, so that would make us have to use the subtle strike. Actually, that wouldn't be too bad here because they have a Cobra, right? That would actually be kind of good. Huh. Huh. That seems pretty strong. Yeah, let's see what they do. They probably block because they want to draw a card, but this clears their board for one card, and we get a counter. So I don't hate it. I don't. It's pretty strong. I really would have liked to drop the freighter, but I think this is really just a good play. So yeah. It's like a 2.5 for 1. I mean, they get a card off that, so okay. Still, this is now a 3/3 growing into a 3/4. They probably malfunction it if they have it, because this is getting pretty big. But yeah, I'm okay with that. That was solid. And there's no guarantee that we're going to draw a land here, right? Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured that was coming. It's kind of icky, but it's okay. Ew. Okay, yeah, we didn't get our lands, so Freighter's going down. That makes me feel better about playing this on turn 3. So I'm hoping we get a land, because I would like to do 2 things. Dropping 2 Duns is pretty solid. But if we can only play a Monitor, that's not the worst thing either, because then we can play a Monitor this turn, crew the Freighter with it, attack. Then next turn, we can drop an Operative. If we still aren't getting lands, we can drop an Operative, give a Monitor Menace, attack with Monitor and Freighter. That is a thing. So I think they're a little bit sad that they use their malfunction on my Colony, because Freighter is the real deal. I'm feeling just a wee bit sad that we missed our land drop, but what are you gonna do? It happens. So, Pima. Sure. So what they should do is put a counter on that, and then my Freighter will trade for it, right? Now, ideally, what we want to draw is a Built-to-Smash. That is the perfect card for us if they do indeed put a counter on this, which I think they should. It matches up well against our train. Oh, or Servo. I mean, I guess they can double block it. It's really fine. Still a card for a card. Yeah, ideally we draw a Built-to-Smash would be so perfect, but I'll settle for the land. Okay. Oh, we can't even drop 2 duns because we only have 1 swamp. Okay. So we're definitely dropping 1. And then grubs. I mean, I guess I should have waited until after attacks to drop 1 of these, but that's fine. If they want to double block this, they certainly can. You still trample 1. We have some more stuff coming down. That's fine. Yeah. It's a little sad, but it is what it is. We used our combat trick, right? Or no, we only have 1 combat trick. We didn't use it. I've been looking for it. I guess Subtle Strike's combat trick too. Yeah. So we are running 2. We never took the Rush of Vitality. We took a Built-to-Smash. Barge. Okay. So we want to sideboard the Ruinous Gremlin at some point, probably. Poor colony. So here's the thing. If I drop the Monitor and a Dund here, this is going to have Death Touch and get +1/+0. But I think I just like dropping the Giant. I think we're still just doing the Giant. It's a big threat. So let's do 1 less damage and drop a big threat. How about that? Okay, that's fine. Because, yeah, they have to double block this, which is going to be tough to do with the Barge. They'd have to drop 2 creatures here. I think that's just better. And so next turn we drop the Monitor, another Dund. Seems like a strong turn. Oh, that's very slow. Are they going to drop... What is even a 3/2 that could crew a Barge? Interesting. Ether Meltdown before attacks. Okay. I'm not sure why they didn't just do that as I was attacking, but sure. Okay, so we want to drop this first. They're tapped out, so it really doesn't matter that much. Okay, so... Yep. Get in for 6. I guess I should play the land in case we draw a Tidy Conclusion and we want to give the Monitor Menace, since we are playing 2 Tidy Conclusions. Oh, well, never mind. It doesn't actually matter. Because if we drew the Tidy Conclusion, then I would just play the Mountain. So actually, I should have held that in hand because that just gave them information that I didn't need to give them. But this is okay. We're still going to smack them for a lot. 9, 10, 11, 12. We're attacking for 12. If they can't crew this Barge, they're in trouble. But still, I think that's a weird play. It's not like I have Hexproof in black-red. It just really throws me off, like, not playing that on my turn, but sure. Okay. So there's some... Now I'm going to hold that, because we don't need to play that at all. They don't have any flashy stuff. We're just good old-fashioned attacking. Yep, Menace is not necessary. So we will go ahead and rep Tidy Conclusion. So what do they have here? Like maybe Ether Trade Winds? Something? Something to bounce one of my creatures, or else they should have just scooped, right? A Select for Inspection? Something. Ether Trade Winds, sure. Yeah. Nothing I can do about that. So we're getting in for 9. And then replaying out the monitor. 1, 2, 3. They're just in tough shape. Because they have a barge. But we have 4 attackers, 1 with menace. So this is lethal on its own. I'm not real sure what they could do here to save themselves. Pretty much nothing. We know one of their cards is a handicraft, right? Cultivator Blades. Okay. Now that's something, because they can crew. I think they're still dead. Because they have to crew 3. Okay. So now they just made 3 jump blockers. Because either these all have to crew, or they're going to block 3 things. But they're still dead, right? Let's find out. Pretty sure. They can't block something with menace and 3 other things. I would not have showed that to me if I were them. That's some information that they should have kept to themselves, because that's a pretty powerful card. Okay. Let's see what we'd have drawn after that. Monitor, cool. Squad, cool. Alright, our deck's pretty good. I think. It worked out pretty well that time. Now, they did get stuck on mana. That's the thing. But we curved out really well. Had some solid stuff. Now, do I want to bring in Ruinous Gremlin for a barge? We do have 2 tidies to deal with it and a Welding Spark, so I don't necessarily think we need to slow down our deck by putting in this 1/1. I think I'm okay leaving it out. We have enough stuff to deal with it that I feel pretty comfortable. We do have answers, so I think I just want to leave it as is, keep it consistent, roll forward. Alright. Now this is a hand, this will work. 2 drop, 3 drop, 3 drop. Welding Sparks. I'll take it. So done into pillar, probably, but we'll see what we draw. Okay, cool. Can never complain about a turn 2 done when you have an artifact coming after it. That just feels pretty good. Cobra, sure. Done. Okay, no blocks when they attack. If they attack, they probably attack. Freighter. Yup. In blue-green. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. I probably would have attacked with that. Because they... I don't know. Now... Huh. I think I can take a hit from Freighter. The thing is, they have like trade wins. They might have the 2/2 hexproof. So I don't really want to hold up Welding Sparks this turn. I think I just want to build my board. So that's what I'm going to do. I love Pillar Bug. I really do. Okay, so we definitely don't want to trade our Dund for a Cobra at this point. And holding? Okay, a 2. Sure. Okay, so they're going to find a forest. That makes sense. Okay. Yep. That makes a lot of sense. And they probably don't want to attack because they don't want to lose their freighter to our Dund. Sure. Makes sense to me. Okay, so... Shoot. So we could send our Pillar Bug. We might as well send both, honestly. Because we can see if they crew the freighter, then we can Welding Sparks it. But I mean, what they probably do here is just block the Dund, right? And take the damage from the Pillar Bug. We have another Dund where that came from. So I'm willing to do this. I think we can start attacking. Also, I don't think our deck is very good late game. So I think what we want to be doing is attacking. Let's see what they do. But I think they probably just block here. Also, we're repping like Russia Vitality. Yeah, I think that's fine. So I'm going to give this lifelink, and then I'm just going to play out a broker. Okay. Well, we weren't doing 2/2 drops, so that's fine. They don't want us to gain life. Okay. Now, I think I let these trade. So my dilemma is, do we hold up Sparks for the freighter? And I'm gonna say no. Because like I said, they could just bounce it. They have 3 cards left. I think I just want to build our board here. I'm going to put out the broker. That's fine. Then next turn we have 5 mana, so we can do a Duns and a Pillar, or I'm much more willing to hold that mana for Sparks when there's something else that we can do that turn. It feels bad taking a whole turn off just to kill a freighter. Ah, that's a problem. That's a problem. They have 5 energy too. That's serious, actually. Pretty serious. Wonder is like, I'm not sure why they didn't attack. They probably should have attacked. But that's okay. Whatever they want to do. So they can put a giant butt on that. So attacking into that is not advised. Let's just go Dund into Pillar Bug. Wonder is like one of the most annoying things to deal with. I'm hoping in the next set there's something that drains energy from people, because sometimes you're just looking at your opponent and you're like, wow, you have energy to do all the things. That's so sad for me. Seed Sculptor. Okay. And now their wonder is getting even bigger. Glorious. I mean, this is just like impossible to kill. You just have to like let it run out of energy, which in a blue-green deck, it doesn't seem like it's going to. Cool. Oh, okay. So they're using multiple energy here, which is probably okay. Flying, Vigilance, Lifelink, okay. That's fine with me, because they're getting it down to 2 energy. So that's cool. Although, I'm pretty sure there's more where that came from for real. Sigh. 6/2. Flying, Lifelink, Vigilance. Cool. Not really. Okay. So now they can put a butt on this, so it would be, they could make this a 2/6. So do we try to Sparks it and trade it with something else? Yeah, I think I want to try to kill it, so I'm actually going to send everybody in and see if they let me kill it. They do have 2 mana though. Oh gosh. This is risking it for the biscuit, but I want to do it. We're also kind of 2-for-1ing ourselves, but they definitely don't block the Dund. I think what they do here is block. Okay, that's fine. Nope, I cannot give that lifelink because we want to do 2 damage here. And then I'm going to play out the second Pillar Bug. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now this is going to do. Oh no, that's not enough. Wait, I shouldn't have attacked with the bug. That was so wrong. For some reason, I thought that was going to be enough, but it needed to be a 3 power. Ugh. I totally just mathed that wrong. I could have made them waste the energy, but that's a waste. So I think I just hold it. Ugh. For some reason, I didn't think this bug was gonna die. That was so stupid. Oopsies. And I just totally telegraphed that we have something too, because I didn't put lifelink on that bug. So that was like a 2-for right there. I was like, hey. Oh, and now they're getting more energy. Ah, sigh. That Wonder's gonna do some work. Like, I'm really not surprised at all. But yeah, I should have just attacked with the Dund and the Broker. My math is gonna cost me. It's gonna cost me big. I should have known, like, by the willy-nilly way they were using energy with that thing, that they were definitely getting more. And I did have that inkling. Oh, they're not attacking? That's crazy. So now let's just attack with the Dund. But they do have energy, so. That is trouble. Oh. Okay, sure. They want to trade their train for my Duns? Huh. Do we let that happen or do I Sparks the train now? Let's Sparks the train now. But I would like some removal for Wonder, but the removal for Wonder is Tidy Conclusion. That's what we want for that. So I think I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. Is there a reason to play land? I don't think so. We're at the top of our curve, which is 5. I don't think that I need to play the land currently. We can always play one next turn if we feel we need to. I don't have any, like, rummagers or looters or anything like that, so I don't think playing land would hurt. But making them think we have something in our hand, that's a serpent. Oh my. So now I need to draw a Tidy Conclusion into Tidy Conclusion. Cool. Because that's a threat that can be unblockable. So, okay. Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. Not attacking with this Wonder is really, really quite conservative. Okay, drawing a land is bad. I mean, this Dund is not doing anything against a Serpent or a Wonder, so it's going in. It's just going in. Like, they can hop this, and they can make this unblockable. So this has to go. It just has to. And this is far too much land. We really need at least 1 or 2 of these to be spells. Ideally, Tidy Conclusions? Oh, they're not even making it unblockable. Huh. I mean, I'm going to take 5 for now. Because I can't double block that and kill it or anything like that, so... That's a lot of crap. It's a lot of stuff over there. Salivating Gremlins would have been good, I don't know, like turn 3 or 4, so we could have like played our artifacts around it, because right now it's not going to be very helpful. And now I think I die if I attack with the Duns. 5, I mean I die anyway, right? They make this unblockable, they attack with this, make it a flyer, I'm dead. I'm actually really not sure why they haven't been attacking with the Wonder this whole time. Yeah, I get it. Yep. Thing is pretty solid. We're done. They should make this unblockable. Oh, they're just gonna attack with that? What? They're playing like all kinds of conservatively. It's crazy. Like, what could I possibly be representing that they couldn't have sent the Serpent here for lethal? That's like unreal to me. But sure. Sigh. Alright, well, we definitely lose. That was far too much land. But I feel like I should have lost like 2 or 3 turns ago. This could have been attacking for a very long time and it wasn't. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. But there are two things on board that are going to kill me, so I can't do anything about that. All right, so game 3 it is. Mm-hmm. No blockies. Okay, so the next card was a monitor. That was not going to help us. Freighter would have been nice a while ago. Okay, they have a wonder now, so how much more willing to bring in a gremlin for that? We didn't see that the first game. Huh, but what do we cut for it? Wonder's pretty real, so if I can use a gremlin on it, that's great. What is the cut, though? I guess we have a lot of creatures, so it's probably just... I like Broker, but I think it's our weakest 3-drop. Colony is... Maybe it's Colony, because they do have malfunctions, but when they malfunctioned this in the first game, we were absolutely fine. I think on the play, I still want the Operative. I think I'm going to cut the Broker. I mean, I still want the Colony. Of course, we want the Operatives on the play. We always want the Operatives. Colony on the play is, I think, is good, though. Is what I was trying to say. This hand is fine if we get lands. Which we maybe will. I would really just love to draw, I don't know, 3 lands in a row. That'd be great. Or like a 2-drop into 3 lands would be ideal, but it's going to make me nervous if we draw a 2-drop. Because I just want to hit lands for stuff. Okay, done. Can't really complain, but now I'm ready for my lands. I'm ready. Please, lands. Oh, that's bad. Not hitting land drops is bad. Well, I can play it out again, so okay. I wasn't doing anything else, I guess. Sure. Although leaving up mana if they played a Cobra or something would have been fine too. Okay. Familiar, sure. Oh, it's a land. Okay. Well. So here's the thing. If we play Inspector this turn, we could do... I was going to say Freighter for 2 and then something else that's a 2-drop. That's a thing. We could play Gremlins. But Freighter on turn 3 just attacking is so good. Unless they have malfunction. No, this is kind of tough. I could also attack and use a Subtle Strike, but that feels bad. So I think what I want to do is... so many routes here. Turn 3 Freighter is just really strong. But this is the most efficient, but then we're missing Gremlins. What is the best thing to do? With just a familiar on board. It's hard to say no to value, but I think the train is just really, really, really strong. So let's pass. I don't really want to trade my Dund for the familiar, so that's what we're going to do. Oh, yummy. This Subtle Strike just got better. Okay, see now that's why Inspector would have been nice, because we could have done Freighter and Subtle Strike, but that's okay. Freighter's still attacking. It's too bad we don't have 2-drop though. Okay. I mean, I don't really want to trade the Dund for anything anyway. But I think we're clearly saying we have a trick by doing it this way. But I think I have to do this because this is going to have Death Touch. They have to have 4 cards, so this is crazy. Alright, let's go to attacks. Declare that as an attacker. Okay. It has trample, so we can do this after they declare blocks. I think that's what they're planning on doing here, is blocking with Cobra. Sure. So, my question is, well, we're going to do -1/-1 on the Cobra for sure. But do we want to put a counter on the Freighter, or do we want to put a counter on our Death Touch? I think we want it on the Freighter. Because trample is pretty real. Let's do that. Seems strong. Not trample, though. Okay. I feel like we could have done this a better way, but there was just so many options, and a Freighter is very, very, very strong. So much respect for this train. They're gonna malfunction this, maybe. Yeah, that's sad. Oh, that's sad. Yeah. No attacks, though, huh? Okay, okay, okay. Huh. I think I want to do Gremlins this turn. Since we have so much removal on our hands, I guess I'm just willing to trade off the dungeon. No, that doesn't even seem right. Let's not do that. Let's just play out the Gremlins and pass. I should have put the counter on this, though, and I should have thought about that. That they could have had malfunction, but I was being greedy with my trample damage. Ugh. Sigh. If they didn't have malfunction, that's real strong. Yeah. Yeah. Sad. So, okay. It is what it is. Okay, I really hope I draw a land because I would just love to kill that. Land, please. Grubs. Shoot. And now here we are back at the place that we hate. Okay, so I'm going to play Artist because I don't think I have a good attack here because they just trade off the familiar. This thing just gets eaten, well, not eaten, but blocked by the Wonder if they use the energy. I guess that would have made them use energy, so maybe this should have been Inspector, but I like getting the Artist down. We're able to give some things haste later. I think that's fine. But I'm really looking for is something, well, a land to kill this Wonder. That would be nice. Let's do that. Hunt the Weak is gross. Okay, there goes my hasty dude. Shucks. But there's 3 damage on that. I mean, it doesn't matter. They just hop it, right? That's what they should do, is hop. I'm not sure why they don't attack with that more. Okay. Do they have a hexproof thing? I'm gonna kill this. And just hope they don't have the blossoming defense. We haven't seen it. So I want to try to kill that. They don't have it. Cool. I'm not playing around it unless I see it. This is gonna die at some point anyway, but I sort of hate pitching an operative into it, so I'm not going to. I'm just gonna attack with the Gremlins. But I'm very glad that that Wonder is gone. That thing is a beast. That's what I would call that. That's a beast. So, yeah, I'm also very sad we didn't put the counter on this because this could have been attacking for a good bit now and it's not, so that's sad. Okay, they take 2, go to 14. I got real greedy with my trample, dude. And we're paying the price. This is the price of greed. The malfunction. Alright. They also have a freighter, which is fine. We're okay with this. No worries. I hope we draw a land though so that we can do Inspector into Welding Sparks. That would be ideal. Perfect. So 1, 2, 3. So we're able to attack. This has trample. Yeah, so what I want them to do is crew their freighter with the familiar and block this. So I'm going to try to bait that. And we can't do that by attacking with the operative, right? Because I want them to be very tempted to block this. Yep. Okay, so... I mean, we can let them block it because we have trample, so that's no problem. Cool. That worked. Very good. I was thinking they might have, I don't know, something. Ornamental courage. Something. We got kind of lucky that they didn't, so that's good. Turtle's annoying, just because it's a wall. So what I want is artifacts, so this can get trample. Malfunction. Okay. Or that. Done operative. Well, now I just need to be attacking because they're at 10. So that's what I'm going to do. If this wants to trade for that, that's fine. I'm pretty sure they go block. Take 3. Yep. But we have another one where that came from. They're going to get their card at some point. This is okay. 2 malfunctions though. Come on. Come on. Okay, but now they have 2 cards and a turtle. So that's not super scary. They can't really attack though because we have a Dund, which just eats the turtle. Oh, right. Attack for 9. They jump one of these, possibly trade wins another. I'm not sure. Maybe they just trade wins and take 6. Who knows? I'm not worried. We're at 21. They have a turtle. And I respect this guy. I think he's very strong on turn 1. Right now, not so scary. Ooh. Ouch. Death touch guy. The Ether Meltdown. They took the damage. Whoa. Whoa, mama. Okay. What you got over there? Wow, 4 malfunctions and an Ether Meltdown. Oh, mama. All right. We don't have anything hasty. Well, they just told us that they just have a land, so I like that. All right, so we force them to block with their turtle, and then we have a giant, and then I don't know if somebody could have more than 3 malfunctions in a deck, but we'll see. We have 2 threats, so one of them has menace. So they have to have a select and something else, which they cannot, so they're dead. All right. Not sure how I feel about Freighter in a blue-green deck. But they didn't seem super dirtly, although they have all these malfunctions, so it's a little dirtly. I don't know. This is like a very... It's a solid removal card, sure, but it's like 4 mana, so it's so slow. So to have 3 of those is kind of just, it feels slow. But anyway, so we got there. Let's see if we can get this deck to go all the way. I'm not quite sure. I think it's fine. It's not, like I said, anything glamorous, but hopefully we can get the job done. All right. Thank you for watching, and see you in a little bit.